U.S. Capitals in 5 minutes. A gust of wind goes down Main Street, Augusta, Maine. There's a box town surrounded by a massive chess set, Boston, Massachusetts. A Heart and a Ford will connect to Cut, Hartford, Connecticut. There's a nude hamster riding on the Concorde jet, Concord, New Hampshire. There are prophets dancing on the Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island. There's a varmint peeling a mountain, Mount Pelier, Vermont. There's a dove over the Delaware, Dover, Delaware. There's a Annapolis in Maryland. Notice all the babies are sleeping. Shh. Annapolis, Maryland. Train 10 pulls in with New Jersey's, Trenton, New Jersey. There's an owl and a bunny riding on a New Yak, Albany, New York. There's a hairy bird on a Pennsylvania, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Alibaba's in front of the mountain of gum. He says, "Open sesame," Montgomery, Alabama. An Arkansas Little Rock, Arkansas. There's a hat lantern judging, Atlanta, Georgia. There's a Frankfurt surrounding a canned turkey, Frankfort, Kentucky. The batting roach loses an inning, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The Jack's son misses a sip of tea, Jackson, Mississippi. There's a rally held by the Norse Carrots. There's a Raleigh, North Carolina. There is a cold lumber yard, and there are sow carriers. That just means people holding pigs. Columbia, South Carolina. Sharks Nashville by the Tented Sea, Nashville, Tennessee. There's a rich man with a fur genie, Richmond, Virginia. The wasteful genie throws away charred stones, Charleston, West Virginia. The spring field, and they all feel ill. I don't feel so good. I think I'm going to be sick. Springfield, Illinois. There's an Indian ant and an Indian apple smoking a peace pipe, Indianapolis, Indiana. I spent the day mowing, Iowa fine. Des Moines, Iowa. Toe peeking around a can of S's, Topeka, Kansas. There's a lamb singing and he's missing a gun, Lansing, Michigan. St. Paul walks by Minnesota, St. Paul, Minnesota. The chef's son is in misery because he burned all the food. Chef's son is Jefferson City, Missouri. Lincoln has a new brass key, Lincoln, Nebraska. The bees mark the Norse duck quota, Bismarck, North Dakota. Pierre the pear has a sow decoder, Pierre, South Dakota. Medicine whips the consun, Madison, Wisconsin. The phoenix rises through the aerozone, Phoenix, Arizona. There's a Santa face on the new Maxi Coke, Santa Fe, New Mexico. Oklahoma, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. There's an oil stain under the taxi, Austin, Texas. There's a lion in a den of fur and he's wearing a collar radio. Den of fur is Denver, Colorado. Boys eat a hoe, Boise, Idaho. Heel in a man tanning, Helena, Montana. The car's son can have no vodka, Carson City, Nevada. There's a shy ant and a Y home. Notice the ant, it's shy about coming out, and the home is shaped like a Y. Cheyenne, Wyoming. I'll ask her to marry me if she has a jewel nose. Juneau, Alaska. The cow will phone you if he has a sack of mementos. Sacramento, California. Honey loops on Highway E. Honolulu, Hawaii. The sailor's oar is gone. Salem, Oregon. They wash a ton in the Olympics. Olympia, Washington, and a ton is 2,000 pounds. There's a tall U with a Salt Lake City, Utah. Columbus says O for Ohio. There's a tall lassie on a floor of dots, Tallahassee, Florida.